Welcome to free live tarot readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And I would be the tarot oracle and I'm do the readings. So I'm kind of mandatory here. I'm not saying the show requires me, but kind of does. I mean, that's just what it is. Ornell, what's going on? Crystal, what's up? Midnight Meditations, Rada, Kolzaya, Head Troll, the Troll's here indeed. Bartman, Absolute Tarot. How is everybody doing tonight? Good news, we have an interview with the author of the Bosch Tarot, Travis McHenry. We got that coming up this weekend, so look for that on the channel. I was expecting a new deck of cards today, but it's running late. So apparently I have 2 decks of cards tomorrow. Ebony, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. So we got 2 new tarot decks coming in by this weekend. And we got the card counting tutorial this weekend or Friday. It's going to be a lot of stuff. Sunflower, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, there we go. All right, Kozai, is it okay to trust the service of laboratory of hypnosis? I don't know. Ms. Tree, what's going on? Let's see about that. Let's see for KN, see if they can trust hypnosis. Well, now, I used to be really into hypnosis. I have done more stuff with hypnosis than anybody I know. I've done a lot of crap with hypnosis. I'll tell you that. It was interesting. It's interesting to me. I find hypnosis fascinating. So I did street hypnosis too, where you actually go out and you hypnotize people on the street. That was fun. That was pretty fun, especially, people get drunk and get some hypnosis going on. That was a wild time for sure. So I did casual hypnosis when I did magic gigs. I would make people, lock their arm into a bar and not be able to drop my business card and make it like I was Tom Cruise. And, it's all sorts of fun out there in the world with hypnosis, I got to say. Okay, but for your trusting thing, is it okay or is it a good sign to trust hypnosis or this particular laboratory of hypnosis? Chariot, sort of interesting. I mean, I do think there's some downsides. There's definite downsides in there. We have a lot of indications that going forward is going to be beneficial overall, right? We have the Knight, Wands, very sort of a go forward, get some fire action, get it done. It's going to be a neat opportunity. We have the Chariot that says, indeed, go back and get it done and all of that stuff. So we have a lot of great opportunities for that. We do have a couple of downsides, though. Number one, it seems to be more money than you expect. Or at the end of the day, it feels like that the money or the effort or the time that I invested in it didn't really turn out as well as I had hoped. And you just sort of get that feeling that maybe this is not something that turns out as well as I'd hoped or whatnot. But yeah, there is that feel. And again, there feels like some buyer's remorse or some regret, even if it's not a purchase thing, just the time invested or the effort that you invest in it, again, has a bit of a buyer's remorse within it as well. So, I mean, again, going forward looks very positive. We have that feeling. Let's go forward. Let's try it out. Let's get it done. But overall, you do have some regrets. You're not going to come out of it squeaky clean, basically. Yeah, a little more money or a little more effort, a little more time than you had wanted to invest into it, and some definite downsides mixed in. Anyway, Cappy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Don't your decks get warped sitting out on that lovely shelf all the time? I don't know. Let's see. No, not really. No, not really. No, not really. No, not really. And finally, not really. There we go. All right, Miss Tree, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Maddie, welcome. Good evening. How are you doing? All right. The Aqua felt thought after looking at a new profile pic. Oh my, Cappy. Cappy has a new naked profile pic. What did the Aquarius think of that? What'd you think of the new naked pic for Cappy Ram? I don't know. What's a good naked pic? A good naked pic deck or a good pic deck? Oh, I don't know. I really just don't know about this. How about the Golden Tarot? Maybe? Like if I was going to get naked with a tarot deck, which one would I choose? Probably not the Thoth. The Thoth would be kind of creepy naked. I'm just saying, if you're ever naked with a deck of cards, you don't want the Thoth anywhere near you. I think that that could potentially be dangerous. You never know. You never know what Crowley's mind is doing with that. You know what I mean? Sees that new picture. Galaxy Girl, thank you for hanging out. Welcome. DD, hanging out with us. Welcome. And who else we got? Ms. Tree, if you have a question, let me know what it is. Let me know what it is. Okay. Oh, not naked Virgo. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Virgos, yeah, Virgos getting naked, that's a whole nother thing. Virgos getting naked, you're going to need a lot of beer. You're going to need just a full keg at that point. All right. Oh, let's see. So they saw your new profile pic. What do they think? 7 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and the King of Coins. They didn't expect a new profile pic. We know that. Did not really expect, a profile pic to change like that. I think that they like it overall. I mean, you do have the 9 of Cups. They're pleased with the profile pic. They like it. You do have the sort of the 7 of Wands. It's a bit sudden, or they didn't expect it. They thought it was kind of interesting that you did that at that time. They actually think that you changed the profile pic because of them. I mean, it feels like that you changed the profile pic because of them, or to get their attention, right? The Knight of Coins being reversed, all of that pride in what we do and whatnot sort of being reversed with that. It feels like you wanted a change, and you wanted that change. You definitely wanted them to notice. So definitely sort of figured that they were for, not really, if not for them, but they felt that this is something that you definitely wanted them to see in the first place. Sort of represented by the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant sort of looking around. The Hierophant is like the leader. It feels like that you want to take charge. You want to get some attention. You want to interrupt things, and you want to sort of, just sort of get things and shake the tree up a little bit. You know what I mean? Miss Tree, speaking of tree, thank you for your donation. Just saying hi. Well, hello to you. How are you doing tonight? We are hanging out with some tarot decks and all that. Yeah, let's see. Something about I don't live in such a dry climate. Well, yeah, I mean, it is winter. It's winter time, so it's a bit drier and all of that. So, I mean, I'm just saying. And plus if you don't have, what's that bag that you hang up? There's a bag that you hang up that will absorb moisture in the air and keep everything dry. So if you have board games, or if you have tarot cards, you definitely wanted one of those. It is called, what is that called? Let me find out what it's called. You got to get one of these. Moisture bag, Home Depot. What is it called? Damp Red. It's called Damp Red. All right, let me link it. This, if you don't have this, I'm being serious now. This is literally the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, let me see. Damp Red. All right, let's see. Home Depot Damp Red. Yeah, don't get the scented ones. They stink really bad. Here you go. Yeah, Damp Red is what it's called. An interview on Friday. How will it go? Oh, let's check that out. See, that Damp Red gets rid of all the moisture. So if you're really big... let's see, GG. If you're really big on paper products, cardboard products, I mean, you got to have it. You just hang it up, and when the bag gets full of water, you throw it away. It's really nice. And it's cheap, too. It's not that expensive. You don't need like an expensive humidifier, running all the time, or dehumidifier. You don't need all of that stuff. So there you go. Ms. M, what is going on? Miss Tree needs more moisture. Well, now, I'm not sure I can help with that. Well, but I mean, you live in the desert. Well, you could get a humidifier, I guess. Living in the desert would be great for oil painting. Man, oil painting here in Texas, when it's summertime and it's like 110 degrees, you can put that oil painting out in the direct sunlight, and it's dry in like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? All those people complaining about how oil painting takes forever to dry. You don't live in the desert now, do you? All right. Interview Friday. How will it go? Ooh, that is nice. The Four of Cups into the Ten of Cups. I think they like your attitude. They just like your overall feel, your attitude. They like sort of how you present yourself. They like your vibe. They like how you sort of hang out. They like they just like you as a person, right? You look at this beautiful, beautiful Ten of Cups, very pleased with how everything goes and whatnot. They're sort of very sort of actively excited about that. Now, the Knight of Cups is sort of interesting. And then the Ace of Cups. It's almost like that at the end of the interview, you're not sure what the hell happened. It seems like it went well. You were pretty excited about it. They were sort of, interested in seeing you. You charmed them well, but then you leave and it's like they never call and you're not really sure why. I think there's a lot of things going on at this particular company that you're not aware of. There's some drop, and you'll see signs of this when you sort of go in there. So you'll have a little bit of drama. It feel like there's some activities going in there. There's a little bit too much competition. I think they're flooded with sort of people that want the position and whatnot. Also, there's a dynamic going on over there, like they're getting prepared for the new year. People are busy. You have people coming and going in the interview room. It seems like there's a lot of commotion and activity. But overall, it just feels like they don't call you. I think the interview goes very, very well, though. You feel very positive. It's one of those interviews where you leave and you're just like, just fist pumping. You're like, yes, I got this. There's no, I got this. That is absolutely wonderful. So there you go. That is sort of where we're at there for that. I use silica bags inside my tarot boxes. Yes, I do too, Philippe. I do those as well. I got those silica bags in my board games and all that stuff. You can get a big bunch of silica bags for fairly cheap, and that'll save your stuff. Only problem with silica bags, if you got a really moist environment, it'll just absorb all the moisture. It'll sort of just start molding up. So, you know what I mean? Well, there you go. Need to hop on. Ms. M, thank you for hopping on. Keto pumpkin cake with homemade whipped cream. That sounds pretty good. All right. Does anybody have a question, or we just kind of hang out? We've been here 14 minutes and we're out of questions. Who has a question, and what do you want to know? What do you want to know? It is Wednesday or Wednesday, Wednesday. Get a damp red. I got 3 damp reds at all times in my house. I use them for the closet, around my board games / tarot, and in the bathroom. In the bathroom that I use all the time, I got those things because you got to have that. You can't have sitting moisture in the bathroom and all that. Tarot Apprentice, does he miss me? I miss you indeed. All right. Dee Dee wants to know if they're going to have any money. You want to know if they have any money. All right. Do they miss you? Let's see. By the way, if you're new here, there is no list. Donations take priority. And then I pick at random. All right. Mystery, you got to go for now. All right, Mystery. I'll see you later. You're amazing. Sticking to your goals. Yeah. Don't know what it had mold inside. I don't know. Yeah, if those things absorb too much moisture, I mean, it's kind of an anomaly. You got to be in a really humid environment. But yeah. All right. So you have a question indeed. Dee Dee wants to know what? Let's see. We'll have the money to purchase a new vehicle. Need to get that fat cash. Am I going to have the fat cash? Let's go with the Waterfall Tarot. Will let us know about the fat cash. Where's my Waterfall Tarot box? There it is, right here. All that good stuff. Galaxy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Diva, welcome. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I appreciate that. All right, tremendously heartbreaking currently. Boo Boo, Mexican Keto Cookbook. Oh, there you go. Mexican Keto Cookbook. That sounds pretty decent. I actually saw a book coming out for tarot. It's how to plan your meals with tarot cards. I think that's interesting. It's sort of like a Hello Fresh, but for tarot cards, I guess. You know what I mean? Kept Guys Current Feelings, thank you for your donation. All right, we'll have the money. We'll have some fat cash. Wheel of Fortune, do keep doing what you were doing. I do think that you do have the money. I think that you have the money. Not as much money as you had hoped for, but you do have some money. You do have enough money to sort of get it going on. The Six of Cups is good here. It talks about sort of getting an exchange. So this is you exchanging keys or getting the keys for the used vehicle. You sort of drive around. I think sometimes, again, you're not going to get sort of everything that you want with that, though. This is the, I'm getting something, but I don't really like it or whatnot. But yeah. It feels like I'm not getting enough money to get the one that I want, but I'm able to do the second place. So second place or not is going to be okay. I think that we do have this emotional investment in certain cars. Keep doing what you're doing. Save the pennies, keep that going on, put that money aside, and I think that you'll have the money overall in the end. So it's looking pretty good. At the very end there, we do get the keys and drive off into the sunset with the vehicle and all that stuff. So there you go. All right. Boo Boo, American Keto Cookbook. Let's see about that. Let's see. Can I copy that to clipboard? That'd be great if I could. Oh, let's see. Let's see about that. That could be interesting. I'm not sure what it's going to do. All right. Okay, is that a cookbook? What's a cookbook? Do we have any foodie tarot? Foodie, you mean tasty tarot. By the way, tasty tarot, link over here in chat. If you want to support my tasty tarot, which by the way, I would reach for this particular question. I'm just saying. I would reach for this particular question. There's not enough food tarots out there. You can support mine by going to that link, signing up for that Kickstarter, and all of that good stuff. Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see about that. Is that going to be a good thing or not? Edgar Allan Poe will let us know, or more precisely, Eugene Smith will let us know. He'll let us know. See if that's going to be worth your while. The Six of Wands, that Five of Pentacles. Oh, that looks like a waste of money. It just looks like a waste of... We got the Five of Wands, sort of this fight, or it has a lot of recipes in it that you're never going to use. I mean, I don't think that it's bad. I just think it has a crap load of recipes you're never going to make. Basically, bottom line, right? The Five of Wands, some of the recipes may have a little just too much mix in them. They're too much work. You're looking at the ingredients list. I'm not going to go out and get all that crap. It's not simple enough. It's just not simple enough for you. And I think you're pretty comfortable with your routine at this point, where you do know what you can have, what you can't have. You don't really want to spend 4 times the amount of time and effort and getting some stuff prepped and whatnot. That 10 of Wands, again, we're just putting too much work, too much effort into it. And the Five of Pentacles, bottom line, you feel like it just wasn't worth the investment. Not because it's bad, again. You love the pictures. They have some interesting thoughts, interesting recipes, interesting ideas. But the bottom line is that you're just not going to use any of it. You're finding recipes. You're like, I don't like that one. Let me go to the next one. And then all of a sudden you're at the end of the book and it feels like that it's just not something that was a good investment for you. All right. But it did have pretty pictures. I love recipe books. I do love recipe books. I used to watch food TV constantly, 24/7. Food TV was on and going. All right, that was back when they had shows instead of reality shows. All right, general reading 2021. Oh, let's see what that's going to hold in store for us. What's going to hold in store for us with the Heaven and Earth Tarot? That's going to be the tarot right there. Throw it in file 13. I mean, it could be. Why? It could be. Philippe, why is my right eye hurting so much? You might want to get that checked out. Any eye pain is not going to be good. That overall, that's just not a good sign. If your eye hurts, you don't want to lose your vision. You need to go see somebody quick. Eye pain. That's not a place you want to have pain. The eye and the groin area. Those are the two places you never want pain. Groins and eyes. You know what I mean? Just keep pain away from those two areas in general, and your life goes a lot better. Goes a lot better. What would be worse is if you have eye and groin pain at the same time. It may mean you're looking at your groin too much. I don't know. All right. Let's see. General 2021 here. 2021 feels like an investment. It feels like an investment for you. It feels like that you're investing in people, you're investing in projects, and moreover, you're using a lot of money in the process, or you're using some resources. So this is the planting card. We're planting for later. Will that work out? I think it will. I think that right now, we're at really, really high stock, right? All the stocks are way up. Everybody's celebrating and whatnot. I think during the first quarter, we have a bit of a crash. By the way, entertainment purposes only. And it feels like that during that crash, you're like, ooh, some of this stuff is really cheap now. I think that I should want to, it feels like you want to invest. It feels like that this could be the time after that crash hits, it's time to sort of go there. We talk about a crash because obviously the tower, right? We're investing after a crash. We're investing due to a little bit of a dip. And some of the stuff that you've been watching or some of the stuff that you've been hearing about dips low enough that you're sort of interested to sort of put your toe in the water and find out about that. Also in the first quarter of this, there is somebody that comes in that is just desperate for your help. They need assistance. They need help. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for you to help them. Long term, I think this is somebody that you're going to communicate with for, I would say, 6-7 months afterwards. But they are an interesting person, and they bring you into a realm of ideas and a realm of possibilities that you otherwise wouldn't have sort of snuck into. Strength, we have an unusual relationship or unusual connection and all of that other stuff. But yeah, there you go. You have somebody sort of coming in with all of that good stuff. And we're saying that they have some sort of a thing that they're going to help you with, or a thing that they desperately need help, is definitely an action opportunity for you, sort of an action opportunity. So look for the crash, entertainment purposes only. Look for the crash. If you have something that you'd like after a little bit of that crash, you're looking at, hey, that's going to be a great opportunity for me to, invest a little bit, get a little bit of money. I think that may be something you want to do. Maybe indeed. All right. Let's see. Love the disclaimer. You need disclaimers. Anytime you talk about money, sickness, anytime you talk about anything, just throw a disclaimer out there. It never hurts. KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Patty Lewis, welcome. How are you doing tonight? All right. Love it. People trying to viral cooking recipes. Yep. All right. Ms. M, Cap Guy's current feelings. Let's check about that. MM, current Cap. See what the Cap is up to tonight. What is going to be there? I like cooking. There you go. Patty likes cooking. I used to like cooking until I couldn't eat anything. Now I can't eat squat. And so now I still like cooking, but I don't do it. I haven't used my stove, my dishwasher, my oven, my microwave in 4 years. 4 years. Basically, I don't use anything. I use my refrigerator, and that's about it. I just eat fresh fruit and vegetables now. All right, let's see where we're going with all this. I'd like to know how about RNP feels about me. Lala, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. What are the Cap Guys' feelings there? Page of Cups. They're in a mode where they like being alone. I mean, they're in this mode where they're sort of like being alone right now. Not really sure where that is sort of going to, but you know what I mean? They're in a mode where they're like being alone. The Page of Cups is a bit of an introvert, a bit of a loner. A lot of times the Page of Cups sort of needs to be alone to think, or to concentrate on stuff, or to focus on something. It's like when you're doing like a big math problem or something and somebody keeps talking to you, it just feels like they need to be alone. They need to be by themselves. A Page of Cups feels like a little bit of alone time, a little bit of an introverted type feel here. And the Ten of Swords as well. It feels like that They need to do a little resetting. They need to sort of get some things in order. Again, it's like a complex math problem. A lot of times you'll be involved in that. You really can't multitask. It's hard to get back to where you need to be. It's hard to sort of do all the stuff that you need to do, et cetera, et cetera. So very, very focused on one particular item right now. Ace of Wands says that they have recently gotten some odd news. So, I mean, sort of good, bad news for a bit of an odd news. I think that they're in a mode where they feel like they need to be doing some action, but they really don't know where it is, right? The Ace of Wands in there, and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, very sort of a blinded, but still, even though that they can't contact you, or even though they haven't contacted you, or maybe they're in that mode, I think they still have that connection, and they still feel that connection and whatnot. So there you go. All right, just ate a burger tonight. Must be nice. Put a salad in the sub bun and you got toasted sub. I can't have the bun. I can't have the bun though. I had a Subway sandwich and I had to go lay down because my blood pressure was 200 over 100. So well, that didn't go well. So I don't have a Subway sandwich anymore. I have the salad. I have a bit of the salad now. They make a good salad. Well, I say good salad, not like amazing. Subway used to have a chopped salad that was so good, but now they're too lazy. Now they're too lazy. They don't chop it up. They just put it in a little bowl and they hand it to you. But the chopped salad, when it was around, that was really good. I don't know why I like that so much, but I did. I'm just saying. This did warp, though. This one did warp, but I shuffled it a couple of times and it's back to normal. So that's all you need in life. You need to shuffle it a few times. ESL teacher as a job. Let's check that out. Does make a decent salad. I mean, it's not bad. This chopped salad was amazing. I don't know why I liked it so much. I think I liked it because I didn't have to chew. You know, you can just sort of throw it down your throat like you're a dog. You know what I mean? You know, you get if like you feed the dog like that gourmet food, you know what I mean? You get a little of that gourmet soft food, you feed it to your dog and he doesn't even chew it. He just kind of shoves it down his throat as fast as he can. That's me in every meal. But I think I have something I like where I don't have to chew. I don't know why that's sort of fascinating to me, but it is. But the chopped salad was like that. It's like I don't have to work for my food. I can just sort of throw it down my throat. No pun intended. Okay, ESL teachers, that can be a good job. Oh, yes, Ace of Coins. It says that is going to be positive for you. That is going to be positive for you. Page of Cups, Lovers, Five of Swords. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Only thing I have a problem with is the Five of Swords. It's like you get burned out a little bit. I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's too bad, though. We have this conglomeration of beautiful cards in here. Again, the Ace of Coins, bottom line. If you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a career, you're looking to kind of just to get the temperature of something, the Ace of Coins does it all. The Ace of Coins is your magic card, and you got it. That said, that is well worth looking into. Page of Cups. It is something where you feel out of place a little bit. You feel like you really don't belong sometimes. You feel a little out of place. It's like you just don't feel like this is going to be right for you. But if you persist, the Lover says it is a good match. That's a fantastic card for a job. It says, I match well with it. I like the people there. I like the job processes and whatnot. Five of Swords says there is some repetition and boredom within there, but I don't think that stops you. Ace of Coins really sort of trumps everything else and puts you in a position where you're there. You can put the salad and then you don't have to chew. Well, I think that's a bit much. That is a bit much, a little bit much. All right. I can't have blended fruit. I can't have blended fruit. That also makes my blood pressure go 200 over 100. Okay. Basically, everything I eat makes my blood pressure go 200 over 100. All right, KD. General job. Let's see how that goes. Works well if it's a fruit salad. I don't know. I can't have blended fruit. I think it's too much sugar too fast. I need to have slow release sugar. I think that's sort of the thing. Slow release sugar is my thing. You know what I mean? All right, the Mon's Tail. Speaking of slow release sugar, Kozaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Oh my God, what do you eat? I told you what I eat. I eat salad. So I have the greens. I think the greens sort of cut down on the fast release of the sugar. And then I have fruit. So I have greens with fruit, basically, and other vegetables like carrots and cucumbers and stuff like that. That's basically all I can eat. Okay. Otherwise, I go to the hospital. Okay. Let's see how this goes from here. I do have a muffin in the morning, though. It is a small muffin, but I do have a muffin in the morning, and that's basically my only cheat. All right. And I think that I get away with a muffin because I go jog for 45 minutes in the morning. So I think because I just used up all that energy, my body forgives me a little bit, but the rest of the day I'm shot. So let's see about that. General job rating. The Three of Pentacles says you're going to get a job soon. Bottom line. Three of Pentacles is the job soon card that is going to be there. Happy Pisces. Thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. I see your thing. Christina, thank you so much. All right. May I ask a question? Yes, please do. Please do. Do you eat air? The questions are getting really weird. Do you eat air? Tammy, I have no idea what you're talking about. The Three of Pentacles, job coming soon. Bottom line, that's the card for the new job. That's the card that you want to get for that job. Three of Pentacles says it is coming. The Three of Cups, ooh, you get this job from somebody that you know, or you get this job because of. So the Three of Cups, when you're looking for a job reading and all of that stuff, you're looking for a job reading. Edgar Allan Poe, I got you covered, Kozaya. Looking for a job reading, the Three of Cups is the networking card. It says we networked, we know people, we have some contacts, and the contacts got us sort of what we need, where we need to be. So it is caused by contacting somebody, knowing somebody. Strength says that connection goes well with that. And the Page of Wands, it does say that there's a little bit of delay sort of getting into that. It's almost like that you're looking at February, March for like something that is going to be really, really hardcore good job, unless you're willing to take something temporary. But if you're looking at something that's good, February, March sort of feels right. People are opening back up. People are starting to hire. People need somebody there, et cetera, et cetera. So you get the February, Marchish for something full-time. Obviously, that doesn't prevent you for a part-time or something a little bit more casual and whatnot. But, there you go. Chelsea, hello to you. Picasso, it has been a minute. It's so good to see you again. How are you doing tonight? All right, let's do, let's see. Portion control, pace yourself the carbs, sugar, food. Dude, Angela, I'm pretty versed on how to eat right now. Okay, let's see. So who had that? Happy Pisces. So Happy Pisces, looking for Happy Pisces question. Who is the man for me? All right, we're going to do Happy Pisces, and then we will hop over to Kozaya and get all that stuff done. All right. Yeah, I have been to 7 different doctors, and nobody can identify what the problem is. So it is a matter of putting up with my limitations. And for Happy Pisces, I'm going with the Thoth tonight. We're going with the Thoth. I think the Thoth is going to be the magic pill here. I really think the Thoth is going to be the magic pill. I wonder who is the man for me, Capricorn or Virgo-like. So, Christina, that brings up the question. Are you saying that you have a Capricorn and a Virgo in line? You have a Capricorn and a Virgo waiting for you? Or are you just throwing out 2 random signs and just saying, hey, let me know. Let me know if you have somebody lined up already and you're having sort of a throwdown. There you go. Sunflower lost 130 pounds. That is a lot of poundage. That is very nice. Very good. Congratulations, Sunflower. You're doing amazing, as always. I mean, sort of where we're at with that, I don't know. We're sort of looking at that field. You want to go, I don't know. You just want to go earth sign, basically. Looking for earth sign. That's going to be a good thing. All right. Wonder who's the man for me and all that. As far as men go, as far as people go, I think the person for you involved with a Capricorn, but I've heard that a Virgo is now available. I have not even met with him yet. Okay. If you're looking for Capricorn versus Virgo, I don't have a Virgo. I don't have a Capricorn here. So we're just going to sort of wing it. I think that you're looking for the person that has the most passion for what they're doing, the passion for life. They not a day-to-day person where they're just going to sort of go to their job, they're going to come home, and then they're just going to be boring. Basic. You need somebody that has passion for life. This person that is going to be really, really emotional, somebody who's going to look at things and want to chase after it, somebody who's going to be happy, somebody who's not going to be just weird emotionally, nor somebody who's going to be boring and just sort of tepid in general. You want somebody who is hot, somebody who has that heat, somebody who has a little bit of the fire within them. The fire, we need the fire. And sort of, emotional stability is also key here as well. If they are just off the charts as far as being damn near bipolar, you don't really want this person as well. We want, again, someone who has that passion, but they have the level of control with that. You also looking for somebody who is the most active. This is swiftness. This is somebody who gets stuff done and gets stuff accomplished. Part of the problem here is people who start something, but they never finish it, or they get excited about something, but they never do it, right? A little bit of the INTP feel if you're into Myers-Briggs, where they have all sorts of amazing, great ideas. They never follow up on it. They never do anything. They just sort of regurgitate these great ideas. And you're thinking, that's fantastic. When are you going to start that? Then you're like, I ain't starting that. This is not the person you want either. You want swiftness. The person that is able to finish the ideas, the person is able to get the ideas and put them into reality, or put them into sort of a state to where they can be manifested, right? The other thing that you're looking for is somebody who is able to improvise. Improvisation is key here. Whoever can improvise the best. I think you're going to get into a situation where you need that skill. I think both of you are going to be in a situation where you need that skill. And whoever can't get that done, whoever is stuck in their ways, who can't be, a little too stubborn, a little too much of a Taurus feel sometimes, or maybe a Taurus rising, where you just don't feel like that they can handle anything that's unexpected. They start freaking out. They're really uncomfortable in anything that's unexpected. I think you want someone who's able to improvise, someone's able to do that as well. And the last thing is we want someone who is going to be emotionally available. I think one of these people is completely unavailable emotionally. They seem like that they're acting, or they seem like they're faking it a little bit. They're not available emotionally. They're not really going to open up. They're just going to keep their distance and just smile and be polite. But again, you feel that lack of emotional availability. You feel that they're not leading you. In other words, they don't have the correct emotions. They don't have sort of where you want to be, and they're sort of in their own world. You don't want that. You want somebody who's emotionally available, someone who's going to be able to reach out, someone's going to be able to understand what you're saying, how you feel, what is going on with you, and they're not going to be so lost in their head that they're just sort of in a haze, in a purple haze. All right. Rising sign and sun sign. Sun sign is basically where the sun is, bottom line. It's where the sun is located. Rising sign is the one over here. It's the one. So here's your chart. This is the one over here at the horizon. There you go. All right. Because what I need to focus on, successful tarot channel. KN, Let's see about that. KN. Tarot Channel. All right. Let's see there. Sun is your personality, rise is what version you present the world. Exactly. The present to the world is because it's on the horizon. So you just have that horizon sort of going up there and all that good stuff. You wanted the Poe, didn't you? You wanted the Poe. We'll redo the Poe just for you. Get another Poe. We're going to have to shuffle it a little bit more and all of that. Angela, what is going on? Angela, we are booked with 3 donations, and then if I have time, let me know what your question is. Kozaya is the coolest name. I agree. Deepika, hello, how you doing? All right, a little bit of the Edgar Allan fascination tonight. Everybody likes the Poe. I mean, if you have the Telltale Heart and all that stuff, I have about 10 minutes of patience for Edgar Allan Poe stories. I got about 10 minutes. I'll put in 10 minutes and then I got to do something else. I mean, I'm not saying Edgar Allan Poe's bad, but you know, there you go. Okay. So, Tarot Channel and have it be a success. 6 of Cups is about making the connection with the people on the other end. You got to make that connection. You got to have someone. You got to have someone that, let's see. All right. And goodbye. All right. You got to have on the other end of the line, you got to make an impact. You got to reach out to someone emotionally. There are tarot readings where you just sort of spew facts or things like that. But it feels like in this particular case, making the connection is going to be important. And the 6 of Cups is about making that connection with that, right? And making that connection is going to be important because people feel that connection to you. They feel like they know you. They feel like they want to be around you. And they really sort of enjoy that. And that's going to be sort of a good thing as well. The 6 of Pentacles is interesting. It's almost like that if you're able to give value, as you sort of approach the situation, in other words, you go above and beyond in the reading. So you don't just read these cards as far as what they mean. You give your personal interpretation and you sort of give that side of yourself. So giving a side of yourself that is going to be, you know, beneficial to them, and you sort of have sort of your interpretation of that, because that's where people want to come around on your channel, right? They want to see your interpretation of it, not just reading the things or not just reading the definitions. They want to know how you interpret it and your personality within that. It's going to be important with that. And the Page of Cups does talk about personality. Let your personality shine. Let your personality show. Like me, I'm wacky, kind of weird. I make weird jokes. I show magic tricks. I mean, my show is different than if you go over here and watch that show, or if you go over there and watch that show. It's going to be different. So when your personality is allowed to shine and sort of come out, that is going to be there, right? Golden eyes, any amount. But yeah, Page of Cups says, let your personality come through and let it shine. It's going to be important for you to do, right? And lastly, the 10 of Pentacles is don't expect great income, or don't expect great things. Let yourself just sort of roll with it. Make it a fun venture. Make it something entertaining, and let yourself sort of go with it. And most importantly, be regular so people know when you're going to be available. So if I have a question, I know you're going to be on at 4:30, or I know you're going to be on Wednesdays at 4:30, or, you know, whatever. There you go. It loves buttery muffins. Tarot Apprentice knows me. The buttery muffins, it is all about the buttery muffins indeed. Read my lion again, please. Reconcile. D. Dave, a little lion reconciliation action going on. DD, lion reconcile. What is it going to be like today? Let's see about that. A little bit of a lion action. I think another Let's see, Wonderland Tarot would be there. Golden Eyes, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is AW only attracted to me, and will we get closer? There you go. All right. Take that enough. Dave, I'm glad to be regular. You know, I do, you know, tarot shows and bowel movements. The two things that you want to be regular in life. You want those two things to be super, super regular. All right. Let's see where we're going with that. Speaking of which, all right, the lion reconciliation. Is that going to be a thing? Ooh, the world. Sam is back. Sam, welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for reconciliation. We have the world. The world has a lot of good possibilities. It's sort of an open door, right? Reconciliation, the world brings an open door. It lets the door open. It lets everything sort of shine through. Whether you're going to be there or not or whatever, it's going to be a thing. But the reconciliation, the door is open to that. But we do have the Chariot sort of reversed. It feels like that nobody really takes any action on it, or action is not really taken. We can open the door, we can have the possibility, but somebody taking action, somebody sort of going forward with that, the Chariot says that nobody really goes forward. Ace of Cups says that we do have sort of a reconciliation coming later. It seems that maybe the opportunity is delayed, or the opportunity in the open door, we don't really want to take it just yet. Instead, we sort of have a rain check with it. Ace of Cups says we do have possibility of reconciliation, especially with the Empress nearby. So it's looking good with these three cards. The Chariot reversed says we have a delay with it, or we have a hesitation, or it just seems like it's not an immediate gratification type thing. There we go. Golden Eyes, welcome to the stream, by the way. How are you doing tonight? Golden Eyes wants to know, is AW attracted? Uh-oh, we get the hearts out for Golden Eyes. Golden Eye, one of my favorite video games ever. Golden Eye. That was back in the day of the Nintendo 64, was it? AW attracted. The Nintendo 64. I'm just saying. That was a good platform. That was a good game. I still remember that. I think I actually can have that on an emulator now. It's one of the things where you can do on the emulator. I have not done it. Don't have the emulator, but you know, there you go. It's all about consistency indeed. Nahi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, that N64 game. That NC64 game set the standard for all the games that came after in that realm, though. I'm just saying, that was a lot of fun. That was a ton of fun. Okay. I can't remember if we were allowed to ride the tank in that game. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. All right. Mom Bear, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Emulating old school games indeed. So, are they attracted to us, and will we get closer? Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. I think they do reach out with an olive branch and sort of get into that. The King of Pentacles is interesting when you're talking about somebody being attracted to us or not. Okay, what are we missing here is obviously any hearts. We need some cups. I mean, bottom line, we need some cup things. If you're looking for somebody to be vastly attracted to you, eyes on you, getting closer, increasing the love, increasing the hearts. It feels like that is a possibility, but we just don't have any hearts here. We're missing the one key, which is cups. So what do we have? We have the King of Pentacles, which says that they are pretty much comfortable with where they're at, what they're doing, and their current sort of state of how everything is. So it's sort of like the status quo. Let's keep it. Let's keep the status quo. We also don't have any majors, right? As far as keeping the status quo, that seems to be what they're good at. They like being in the relationship that you're currently in. They like sort of the status. They're not really interested in changing a whole lot of that stuff. The Page of Swords is sort of an interesting thing as well. We have a lot of court cards here, which mean there are other people involved with this. So you have other people involved with this a little bit. Not necessarily a third party, not necessarily a cheating, but you do have a lot of other people. Could be orbiters, people that are sort of interested in just wandering around. Could be people that they're talking to, having discussions with, but you do have a lot of other people sort of in the mix, right? Six of Pentacles says that they're sort of giving out, or they're sort of trying to be nice, trying to be pleasant to everybody. They're putting on that thing. King of Wands says they do make a decision later, but I mean, not right now, right? Again, we have a lot of people around in here, a lot of people involved within this reading and all that stuff. So if you're asking if they're only attracted to you, it doesn't look that they go, I wouldn't go that far. Will we get closer? It seems kind of iffy. It seems like something that is delayed, something that is not prevalent. It's not the first priority on their mind, bottom line. All right. Will I get an interview with JC? Sam, I hope so. Congratulations on the new job that you hopefully will get. JC Yob. Let's see about that. Let's see about that. Get the Yob. Let's go with an old reliable that has been around quite some time. Sadly, I sold this deck and I rebought it because I missed it. This is the first and only deck that I have sold and then repurchased, which is kind of embarrassing, but you know, that's the way it goes. Just tuned in. Ursula, welcome to tuning in. Thank you for being here, hanging out with us on a hump day. We got Friday coming up soon. Friday's coming up real soon. All right. Let's see about getting the Yob. Archer. Ooh, that is looking nice. Six of, I think you get it. The Six of Stones it seals the deal for me. I mean, bottom line, it seals the deal for me, right? The Six of Stones is the six, obviously, of Pentacles, where you're handing out things. We're handing out money. And I think this is them paying you. So I think that they're paying you, they're handing you money. We have a good stuff is here as well. The Archer, they have your eye on you. They definitely made enough of an impact where they're sort of focused on you. You get discussed. They talk about you. It's going to be a good thing as far as that goes, right? The Five of Vessels. Yeah. Interesting job. What you see is not necessarily what you get. In other words, what they're presenting to you may not necessarily be what you're working on. I think that they have a lot of different things they need done, and they're sort of going to figure out where you go once you get hired, right? But yeah, I think you get the job. That Six of Pentacles, handing out the money, giving out the money, that bottom line says you get it. I mean, that's a fantastic job for that, especially since they have their eyes focused on you, and that looks very good for a Yob. It looks very good for a Yob. Anahi, is my boyfriend cheating on me? What is a good he be cheating deck? He be cheating deck. By the way, I have a video on reconciliation and I have a love video that shows you the cards that I think represent when people be cheating. We'll see if any of those come up, and a great deck for this, in my opinion, would be the Bohemian Gothic. I'm using this every night now. I'm using it every night now. Keto muffins. Screw keto. All right. I'm having a regular muffin. I want as many calories in my muffin as I can get, because you got to get the muffin and you got to just hold on to them muffins like that. You got to hold on to the muffins. And if they're keto muffins, they're going to be dry and brittle. You need them moist. You want moist, fluffy muffins. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Martha, for your donation. I appreciate that. Does Stan want to move on, or does Stan want a relationship? I got you covered. All right, he be cheating. Before we start he be cheating, entertainment purposes only, never make a relationship decision based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Bottom line, okay? All right. Ten of Swords. They definitely want something to change. They ain't happy with how everything's going. I think you already figured that out, right? Oh, by the way, I need to change the title. Anahi. I need to change the title to Anahi. He be cheating. All right. The Ten of Swords says they want to break. They want to break something. Not literally, but they want to break from something. The Ten of Swords is a cutting card. It cuts things. It cuts things. And that's not good when you have a steady relationship. I think you're sort of feeling that, thus, your question, he be cheating. Judgment is sort of interesting as well. We have this sort of a new opportunity. I think they are getting new opportunities. I think they are getting some opportunities that they haven't had before. So, I mean, there you go. Judgment says we have opportunities that haven't happened before. Maybe we're looking for a little bit of change, a little bit of the things that happened with all of that. I think that they want to keep the relationship as is, though. I think they like the relationship. So are they cheating? I don't think so. Do they want some changes? That's the question. Do they want some changes? A little bit of alteration of how things are going currently. It looks like it. It looks like it. We have the rebirth, the reincarnation. And with that, we have sort of this cutting motion of, I want some changes. I want things to be a little bit different. The Four of Wands, though, says, I like the whole relationship, though. I do like the whole relationship. The Four of Wands is good. It is good. You know what I mean? So they like the relationship as is. Bottom line, they're looking for stability. If you're able to provide stability, that's going to be a big bonus. If you're not able to provide stability, it's going to be kind of iffy. It's going to be kind of iffy, bottom line. There you go. All right. Martha. Get Martha's question, and we're going to round it out for tonight. Round it out for tonight. All right. Ursula wants to know, what are the rules? Ursula, there's no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. I pick at random. Austin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I need to turn that off. I need to say we're ending soon. That is here. All right. Ending soon. Now, Austin will be the last reading. There you go. Martha. Martha wants to know, are you Superman's mom? I mean, I'm just asking. Inquiring minds want to know. No, Martha is Superman and Batman's mom, right? Batman versus Superman, wasn't it? Wasn't it Martha Kent? And I don't know. Mom Bear, thank you for your donation. Mom Bear will be the last reading. Anyway, yeah, Martha was Superman and Bat. I mean, if your name is Martha, chances are you're going to have a superhero son. I mean, I'm just saying. I know that's simple. I know that's a bit simplified. That is a bit of simplification. But I think it's encouraging that you could have a superhero as a son or a daughter. You never know. Martha seems to be the trend. All right, Stan. What is Stan doing? Does Stan want some love, or is Stan... Like, what's going on with Stan? Stan does not sound like a superhero name. All right. Unless you're Stan Lee, and then you make the superheroes out of your beautiful imagination. R.I.P. I'm just saying. All right. Do they want something? Queen of Pentacles, a Two of Wands, Strength, and the Seven of Swords. I don't think they want to make a decision about you. You know what I mean? Are you in a Facebook group? No. See him, go in that Facebook group and tell them to support the Tasty Tarot. All right. I think they like how things are. I don't think they really want to sort of lurch forward into anything. I think they're hesitant to do things. We're missing a lot of things which are like cups. Martha, we're missing cups. We need something nice. The Queen of Pentacles is sort of like a business relationship. Like, yeah, I mean, you're all right. More of a business relationship, more of a sort of a, casual, fun thing than something super serious. The Two of Wands is domain. They like things as is. They're looking out across the domain. They're proud of how things are going. They like things as is. They're not really super interested in changing a whole lot of stuff. Bottom line, is it something where they want to break up? No. Is it something where you want to break up? No. Is it something where they're going to keep you a carrot on a stick? Yes. It looks a lot like a carrot on a stick. Promises, maybe, things like that. As far as just huge passion for Martha, where I want to get together with Martha and have superhero children, just doesn't look like it. As far as the cards go. All right. 2021 for Austin. Let's see how that goes. Austin, not 2012. 2021. What is in store for the channel for 2021? Let's see for that. Great to invest retail for others professionally. Now, for which would be a great deck to invest in to read tarot for others professionally? That's a very subjective. That's like saying, what's the best food? What's the best food? That's very subjective. Tarot is all about being comfortable with your deck. Your deck, D-E-C-K. It's about being comfortable with your deck and being able to read well with it. Because you can have a beautiful deck, but it reads like crap, or you don't really vibe with it. You got to vibe with your deck. You got to love your deck. You got to want to put your deck under your pillow at night and sleep with it. When you find that deck of cards, that is the tarot that you need to be using. Bottom line. Which is that for me? Well, that would be the Thoth Tarot. That's why I have 30. I have 30 of these. I have 30 decks of these cards, literally. But again, it's like asking what's the best food. You got to find that deck that you just want to put under your pillow and sleep with at night. When you find that one, that is the deck to invest in. That is the deck to have. Okay. The Ten of Cups, the Lovers. Well, this is sort of an interesting read here. 2021. I think that you get some people that are regular on your channel that really love your channel. I think they sort of filter in, you know what I mean? They filter in. It feels like that you have these people that are just dedicated. They love your channel. They're filtering in starting in 2021. The lovers, they are literally in love with your channel. They like what you're presenting. They can't wait to watch you. They look forward. They have they have an alarm on their Echo device or whatever. They have the Ten of Cups as well. I think that sort of gives you this empowerment feel where you're excited to log in because you know they're there. They sort of energize you, and your mood increases, your passion increases, and they sort of feel it, and it sort of gets a spiraling uphill thing where everyone is sort of excited about all of this stuff as well. One of the bottom lines about 2021 is while you're doing it is working. 2021, don't change anything. Don't go the death route and change a whole lot of stuff. Keep what you're doing because it seems to be working. It's just a matter of letting it sort of roll down the hill and collect the snow and become the huge snowball type thing. There you go. All right. And lastly is Mom Bear. Should I go all in on big ticket items and wrap that into a 401k loan by the end of the year? Oh my. Financial advice. Oh man. Financial advice. Oh, I'm really hesitant on this one. Mom Bear, I'm hesitant on this one. Mom Bear. I'm just saying. Mom Bear. I'm hesitant because it is I'm hesitant because you're spending a lot of money and you want my advice about spending a lot of money. That makes me really hesitant, but we're going to go with it. And I think we will use the big ticket deck of cards to read with this. And that is the Elemental Wisdom. $65 this stupid thing cost me. It better be worth it. I think it was worth it. Anahi, are your readings accurate? Anahi, it's entertainment. This is entertainment purposes only. So we're throwing down pieces of cardboard and I'm reading it. I do magic tricks. I make jokes. I have a soundboard. This is an entertainment venue. There you go. All right. Let's see how that goes. Looking at big ticket items, and we're going to see, we want to go all in on big ticket items. All right. The obvious first thing to say is entertainment purposes only. Never buy anything, never spend any money based upon a random dude reading random cards on a random YouTube channel. All right. Okay. Now that we've established that, let's read on. The Hierophant is interesting. It says you're leaning this way. You are leaning this way. It looks like that if you do this, you may end up in the Lord of Defeat. This is interesting. It is interesting. The Six of Swords says you go on if you were to choose this path, you do go on a journey, the Six of Swords, believing that it is proper and right, and you're excited. You get a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of hype and excitement in the air, and it feels like things are going well. But you end up in a Lord of Defeat situation. The Five of Swords says it ends poorly if we do this. Basically, it's fun while it lasts, but then it ends poorly at the bottom line. The High Priestess says it's because we did not research enough, or we did not do enough research in the proper direction. What does that mean? That means that whatever we chose, if we go this route, we need to heavily research it. And if you don't research it enough, the High Priestess is about knowledge, research, learning. If you do not do that, you're going to end up in the Lord of Defeat. The Four of Wands does point to home stuff, like you're talking about. Raising beds, tree cutting, landscaping, all this stuff has to do with a house and the home. And you do have a house and home card here. House and home card needs planning. In other words, getting the right people to do the right things and whatnot. Doing all of that needs planning and making the proper plan. If we don't have that, at the end of the journey, we feel defeated. The Hierophant says, bottom line, you are in command and you are in control of this. So you definitely need to make a correct decision so you don't go down the Lord of Defeat realm. Basically, that is it. Long and complex. Sorry about that, but I think that was important, especially if we talk about big ticket items and whatnot. Again, obviously entertainment purposes only. And with that, I am out of here. I'll be here tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.